Welcome to Fishing Time, hosted by Team Lortine, where we show you tips, tools, and rules, hooks, weights, and baits, the good, the bad, sometimes the ugly, and why safety is so important. So everybody just hang tight. We got a big bite right here on Fishing Time. We're over here in Mobile Bay. I'm going to show you all a few techniques. Captain Scott's behind the wheel for today's fishing adventure. We're going to show you all a few techniques on how to throw a cast net. And then Captain Scott's got something real special for us. We're going to learn how to catch bull minnows in Mobile Bay. So everybody just hang tight. More Fishing Time, hosted by Team Lortine and Captain Scott and Stone Crab Sparks. We hope y'all enjoy this show. Here we go. We got Captain Scott teaching us how to throw a cast net. You know, everybody has different techniques. I mean, and Scott throws a technique I've never seen it before. Lapping it over your leg. I mean, that is so cool.
It's easy. It's easy to throw it. Make sure you got that rope around your wrist because you don't want to lose your net. They sink. They're hard to get back.
They are hard to get back.
You're going to coil all this rope up in your left hand.
No tangles. It'll be all tangle free. Now, when you throw a cast net, you will get tangles once you're Captain Scott.
Yes, sir.
And what do you have to do? You got to take enough time to get it right.
If you throw it and it don't open, it don't do you no good.
Exactly. So you got to take a little bit of patience to make sure your line is tangle free. You see how Captain Scott's got it tangle free? Now, Captain Scott throws a big net. You know, I like to throw a 7-footer. You know, and me and Scott are about the same height. But Captain Scott's throwing an 8-footer with a 5/8 inch, 5/8, and it's got a lot of weight on the bottom of that net.
Right, extra heavy.
Extra heavy too, which means it sinks faster.
Sinks faster. That's where that 5/8 mesh goes into. It helps it drop.
It helps it drop.
Take that, get that horn in your left hand with all your rope. Come down here. I like it about waist high. Make you a big loop. Get your weight. Put it over your shoulder. Take this, curl it 6 times over your leg.
6 times.
There's 6 of them.
Not 7, but 6.
That's right. That's right. Just grab that whole
bundle. Wow. I've never seen this technique before. I mean, throwing it over the leg gives you a chance to get the bundle.
That's right. That's right.
And then you throw a perfect pancake like Captain Scott probably does every single day of the week.
We'll go with that if you want.
But you know what? Even, you know, Captain Scott's an expert. I mean, you don't throw pancakes every single time, do you? I mean, the wind will catch you.
Look at this.
Look at this. Oh my man! Now this is how you catch bait fish over here at Mobile Bay. With Captain Scott, I'm telling you what. Now this is how you start to go fishing. See, when you get a big bundle like that, then we can go fishing. I mean, wow, that's a beautiful sight. Not only is that fish good, you know, to catch crabs like we did on our previous shows, but well, that is a redfish killer bait right there, ain't it, Captain Scott?
Right.
Would you think is that one of your favorite baits to catch fish off of?
Yeah.
Big fish.
Yeah, sharks, everything. All the way from sharks, redfish, kings. They fall when you get them big Spanish in, big Spanish will leave.
They can't stand it, can they?
Right.
So really, I mean, even though a fish that small, I mean, what's the biggest size fish you ever caught on a piece of bait that small?
A couple 100-pound shark will eat it.
Did you hear what he said? Captain Scott, with a bait like that, pokey bait, that's probably about a 5-inch fish, and you can catch.
They're not big. Right now, these ones here aren't big, but that's bite size right there.
That's bite size. Right. Captain says, you know what? I like 1 bite instead of 2 bites.
Right.
You lose a fish on 2 bites sometimes, don't you, Captain? I tell you what,
See that one more time?
Yes, please. You know, show us one more time, because I've never seen it wrapped over the leg 6 times. Not 7, not 5, but 6.
Want to get these tangles out? You throw it with tangles in there, and it ain't going to open.
You know, you see how he's fanning it out, because I mean, sometimes the net's got weights on the bottom. It's going to get tangled up. You got to be sure.
Yeah, and your main lines will wrap your weights. Throw that over there 1 time.
2, 3. Look at that, 6. I just counted it. I know that's 6. I can count to 6, Captain.
Grab all of that together.
And then grab it off the leg. You see how he grabbed it off the leg? Now he's got it.
Makes it easy.
Makes it easy. Wow. I tell you what, man, that's just a great demonstration. I've never seen a cast net thrown like that before, Captain. You know, I mean, Captain, how tall are you, Captain?
5'11".
5'11". You know, most people that I see that can throw a big net like Captain Scott's like 6'3", 6'4". You know,
it's an easy way to throw. You can throw a 12-foot net that way if you want.
And you can throw a 12-foot net the same technique.
Same way.
Do you still do? Even on a 12-foot, you still do 6 on the leg?
You might go 7 or 8.
You might go 7 or 8.
You just want to split that net.
You want to split the net. I tell you what, Cap, man, what a great technique, and really appreciate you coming out, man, and thank you so much, man, for all you do for L'Artique Seafood.
Hey, it's my pleasure. I promise you that.
Thank you so much, Captain.
Y'all get down there and see them boys at L'Artique's.
That's right. So everybody just hang tight. We ain't got finished yet because we got Captain Scott that's going to show us a technique that even Crab Claw don't know how to do. I'll tell you what, I'm so excited, man. Everybody just hang tight, boy. We got some good stuff coming up next.
All right, folks, y'all seen Captain Scott up there. Now you got Crab Claw L'Artique. He gonna show you his method on throwing a cast now here in the Mobile Bay. Here we go.
All right, fellas. My technique is a little bit different than Captain Scott's. I don't know if I've ever seen 2 people throw a cast net the same way. So, you know, you kind of feel it out. You kind of look at everybody's different techniques, and you kind of decide, you know, what might be easier for you. What's easier for me, all cast nets always have a little ring at the end. And what you want to do is feed that ring in. And I always like to do it from the right side. I'm right-handed. Maybe if I was left-handed, I'd do it on the left side. I'm not real sure. But I'm right-handed. I do it on the right-hand side. I do it tight and secure. That way when I throw it, I won't lose my cast net. And what I like to do is do an arm's length, making sure that I am tangle-free. And then what I'll do is you'll see this black ring. This black ring right here is your ticket. That's the whole ticket throwing a cast net. Once you grab that, you don't want to grab down here and try to throw a cast net. It won't work. Everybody that I've seen throw a cast net always does one thing. They grab that ring first. I do know that. Now this is a 7-foot net. Captain Scott was throwing an 8-foot net. An 8-foot net is just tough for me to throw. A 7's good for me. I like 7. What I like to do is make sure it's tangle free. I'll grab mine with an open hand about 50%, about 47 and a half, Captain, about 47 and a half. And what I want to do is, see, I got a little tangle right here. I got a little bit of tangle. So what I want to do is just kind of spread it out and make sure she's tangle free, which I think she is. So with an open hand, I don't like to get the fish goo on it. So what I do is I'll grab it with an open hand and I'll come behind the back part. And I'll put my thumb back over. And what I'll do is I'll make sure, you know, I pretty much got it covered on the back side with my weights. And what I like to do is I like to catch these pokey fish real quick. So hopefully, and always release up high. You know, my technique is a release up high. Let it settle to the bottom, because a lot of times them pokey fish will be, oh, I can feel them already. Oh, I got a bite on, boys. Boys, I got a big bite. Right here on Fishing Time. Check this out. I can feel them.
Oh, yeah.
I can feel them.
That's how
We got the golden white ball right here, fellas. You know, every technique has a different way to catching fish. But as you can see, old Crab Claw knows how to catch bait fish too. You want to make sure you swing the net over quick, because you don't want to have all this goo in there. So quick to the ice chest. Because that slime, it slips, trips, and falls is what gets you. So you want to be real efficient and real effective on getting these bait fish, whether it be in a 5-gallon bucket or whether it be in the ice chest. But right here, we did get lucky with that. And they'll fall right out of there. When you grab that O-ring, it releases the net. Right now, I'm still tangle free, so what I'll do, my technique is pretty quick. So bam, back in, shake them out. Back on the other side. You don't want to have your net daggum sitting over here in Captain Scott's beautiful boat. I mean, he washes this boat every night. So one more time. Open hand. make sure you see I got a little bit of a tangle right there. That little bitty tangle right there will ruin your cast, I promise you. There's another one. That was a big bait ball. But always be sure you're tangle free. I think I'm pretty sure I'm pretty tangle free. So now, with an open hand, I like to cover my weight on the back side with an open hand. Now what I'll do is I'll keep it away from me with my hands open, and I will release up high. I like to go up high. And you want to spin it like a frisbee, so to speak. You want to get it spinning, and once it starts spinning, then it'll open up, and then it'll fan out, and then you'll catch him bait fish. I like to do 1, 2, 3, and release up high. Of course, that was about a half moon. You know, Scott throws full moons. I'm throwing a half moon. But I still might feel a little shake in the neck. But a half moon, you want a full moon, you want a pancake is what you ideally want. And you know what? When you throw a half moon or a quarter moon, you come up empty-handed. See, Captain Scott, he does this every day, you know. Now with old Crab Claw, he does it about every other day. Drop it. Make sure you're tangle free. Sometimes you can just shake it out. Shake it out. Grab it about 45, 40%. 45, 40%, open hand. The wind's coming out of my face right here. It's going to be a lot easier to go on the other side. Move to where the bait is. Just real quick, just one time, when you throw into the wind, it's a lot more difficult. But when you throw with the wind, shake it, shake it. Let it settle to the bottom. And you want to feel that shaking bait. Roll it in. And what's done happened is we done spooked these fish. See, Scott done threw them 2 pancakes on me. And I did get one little pancake off the run. But what we gonna do, just one more quick time, Captain Scott's gonna round us up, because I know we done spooked him over there on the other side, because I can see him. We're on the outside right now, but Captain Scott's gonna bleed us right on in the middle, and I'm gonna show you how Crab Claw catches mulebait. But he ain't real good at it, Captain Scott. He ain't real good. I mean, what we're doing here, fellas, you know, we showed y'all how to throw the cast net. Now we're fixing to show y'all how to catch bull minnows. And Captain Scott, I tell you what, you know, he saves a lot of money by catching his own bait. You know, he's one of the biggest charter boat captains we have, you know, at Laura T. Seafood, if not on the whole northern Gulf Coast. Believe it.
We got a little spot right over here. Right over here.
So Captain, see, like with me, he says we got a little spot over here. What I'm looking at is a whole bunch of spots. But Captain says he's got him a little honey hole over here to catch these bull minnows.
Right, we got a little finger goes back in right up here, and I like it.
Got a little finger going back up in there. Now listen, y'all, everybody's got to be shh. Not everybody gets to see this now. I'm just telling y'all.
Got a rope, so I ain't got a way to go get them. Put your bait in there, put them together. That bull minnow swim in here, but bull minnows will swim back out if you leave them in there too long. They're smart.
They get smart.
They get smart. We're gonna leave them in there about 20 minutes. Go back and check them.
We're gonna drop a bull minnow trap. How many bull minnow traps you think we're gonna drop, Captain?
We got 5 of them we dropped.
We're gonna drop 5, and Captain says what we're gonna do. He said, you know, you got to be quick about it. You know, this is something you can't just throw out and think you're gonna catch bull minnows all day long.
That's right.
Because they are smart, the Captain. They will find their way out.
And I like a little bit of tide movement. If that water's just sitting there, they don't do as good as if that tide's moving.
Wow. So the tide needs to be moving and it'll catch these.
We got a little bit of outgoing tide right now, so we might ought to be able to get us a couple.
That's what I'm talking about, Captain. Man, I'm really excited about this. Like I said, you know, Crab Claw's done it a few times, so is old Stone Crab, but we have yet to, I guess we don't know the honey holes yet. Them little fingers, old Captain said this little finger up here. But them bull minnows like that grass, don't they, Captain?
They do.